Hello, good morning. My topic is all about delivery and interactivity. So, this is only the continuation of the reports. First, we tackle the delivery. When we say delivery, it is the most factor that will affect the learning process of the students. In which the course or direction is delivered. We have several ways that the instruction can be delivered. It can be face to face, online synchronous, and online asynchronous. Beside for that, we have also essential teaching strategies to deliver an effective lesson. First and foremost, teaching is almost as old as the age of human civilization. We as human being civilization, culture and technology have evolved over the time. Teaching strategies to deliver effective lesson have evolved too. Like for example, before we are using offline. We are using face-to-face discussion through para lang ma-deliver ato ang lesson. Now, because of pandemic, so there are more of platforms or online platforms that we are using too. Like for example, mga online platforms that we can use nga maka-learn sa mga estudyante. These are the five essential teaching strategies to deliver the effective lesson. The first one is we as a teacher, we need to know our students very well. Why? Because students may have different backgrounds, abilities, behaviors, and personalities. Teaching strategies and teaching materials need to be adapted to the students. Like for example, if the most students in your classroom cannot learn too fast, we need to adapt them. You as a teacher or we as a teacher, we need to use our teaching materials need to be delivered more detailed to them. One step at a time or slow. Okay, not like sa uban nga mga estudyante. It will be different for the students who can learn fast. Teaching materials can be delivered fast and mix it. Pwede sa di mo siya i-mix with a self-study method. If possible, personalification, teaching of each individual students will be the best way to deliver an effective lesson. Through, pwede siya magamit sa emails, social medias. It can help also personalize teachers versus students' informations. Number two, utilize multimedia and technology. In our classroom, whether it is physical classroom or online classroom, should not be boring for the students. Bored students in the classroom will not be able to accept teaching materials very well. Pwede ta magamit ang mga multimedias, mga technologies, because it can help teachers to deliver teaching materials more effective and easier to accept for the students. And then technology-rich teaching materials can make students also motivated and engage longer. Some examples of multimedia and technology utilization in the classroom are interactive whiteboard or web-based classroom, mga videos, we can use videos, from viewing social medias or any tablets, virtual reality, and etc. Any of these technologies integration in the classroom will bring positive impacts on the students' learning experiences. Number three is up-to-date teaching materials. Technology changes are extremely fast and it changes the way people do things fast too. As the implication, teaching materials need to be up to date for the students. The out of date teaching materials will not be useful and give values to the students. So students will not be able to apply their knowledge they earn from out of the teaching materials in real life. Okay, so for example, if we have classroom on introduction to the computer, so we should give the teaching materials in Microsoft Windows, of course, operating system, environment instead of Microsoft DOS operating system anymore. So because people around the world have not used Microsoft DOS already. So in order to deliver up-to-date teaching materials, the teachers should have enough time daily to learn new things and keep up to date with the recent updates about the topics of the teaching materials. Number four, mixed classroom teaching with outbound teaching. So it is very fun and entertaining for the students if we mix classroom teaching with outbound teaching. So it can be recreational activities for the students too. So students need to learn from real things outside in the classroom. So for example, if the teaching materials is about biology, so it is very fun, entertaining, and helpful to bring the students to the forest for an outbound teaching. So during the forest outbound teaching, students can see, watch, hear, and touch real things that they can only read and watch on the teaching materials. Okay, so lastly, number five is cooperative learning. So cooperative learning will develop students their self-confidence, communication skills, and of course, their critical thinking skills. Students can learn and develop those things when they learn together in a group with other students. So, cooperative learning can be done by giving our students any or some projects which should be worked in a group. So, by cooperative learning, students will learn how to interact with other people who have different backgrounds, behaviors, and personalities. Students also will learn about their leadership, of course, in cooperative learning. So, according to Aristotle, those who know do, those that understand teach. Okay, so as a conclusion of this, there are no one size fit for all teaching strategies. So teachers need to improvise these teaching strategies on the execution level. My next topic is all about interactivity. So interactivity here refers to the extent to which teacher rules students expect to or do interact with their students while teaching. So the teacher and the students interaction includes providing explanations, adding supplementary explanations, asking and answering questions, and giving and receiving feedback. So the impact of interactivity on learning process to the students. As a teacher, diri na to mabaluan ang impact o effective ba ang atong pagtudlo sa mga bata, naabay clarity and specification, direction, and instructions para sa mga bata. So, in addition, engaging students who are raised in a hyper-stimulated environment, interactive learning sharpens critical thinking skills, which are fundamental to the development of analytic reasoning. Okay, so I have here a little bit question. So, how and when can we know kung effective ba ato ang teaching or discussions to the students? So, makaingon tag effective ang learning when the students are more active, attentive to the discussions, and kung na ay interaction between the teacher and the students. So, we will include also evaluations, like for example, giving their an assignments, group works, and any activities or any engaging activities that the students can refresh their lessons. So, how can we assess them? So, to assess the students kung effective ba itong teaching, is the student is actively involved or participate during the discussions by asking questions, participating in a group discussions, and using critical thinking skills to analyze and solve the problem. So that could be all my reports. Thank you and God bless.